Great
High school.
smell. Great smell.
Hey, if you're not fishing for a way to work in more seafood into your diet, you should be. A diet rich in fish has been shown to have countless health benefits, from lowering your risk for depression to improving the look of your skin.
But if you think you don't like fish, then you need to try today's recipe. Matt Quist from the Alaska Eatery and Glacier Bar in St. Louis Park joins us with a chowder recipe that everyone's going to love, plus it's cheap and easy to make. So Matt, welcome
Hello.
to
Thanks for
Quist's
having me.
Live Kitchen. Great start.
Yeah, you're already...
This smells so good.
Yeah, we're cooking bacon. We got bacon, onions, fresh butter working.
So we're making what you call the Alaska chowder?
Exactly. Celery and carrots. This is mirepoix. It's onion, celery, and carrots. Classic
Fancy
French.
word for those
yeah,
three
classic
ingredients?
French vegetables.
And you've got this bacon, and you were telling me right before we went back on that the bacon is what's making this smell so good, because you've got some fancy bacon that you like to get.
We do have good bacon. It's Applewood smoked bacon from Newski's from Wisconsin. You can buy it at your local grocery store. Lund's carries it as well.
So what do you like so much about that one?
It's beautiful.
I thought bacon was bacon.
Oh no, not all bacon is created the same. Bacon is my favorite vegetable as well. I love it to death. Okay? Absolutely.
I want to point out what you just did that I thought was so neat, because when I'm at home, I'm always worried about making a roux.
Absolutely.
You put it in a lot of butter, I know, but you just put in the flour. You're not worried about lumps or anything.
No, it's equal parts butter and flour. I saute my butter with all my vegetables, add the flour for a second, and now I'm going to add my liquid.
That's
and the
cool.
whole key is having cold liquid to hot roux.
That's
or
what you need to
hot
do.
roux and cold liquid.
What's the
Got
liquid
it.
you're adding here? What is
This is clam juice, white wine, chicken stock, Worcestershire sauce, Old Bay seasoning, and Tabasco.
What kind of sauce was it, Rebecca?
I can't. You make
Exactly.
Worcestershire?
What he said.
Did I say it
right?
right?
She has a tough time with that one.
Worcestershire sauce.
Absolutely. So now we made a roux, and we're adding our liquids in thirds. You want to add them kind of slowly, otherwise it won't have a chance to thicken.
Got it.
So you see it's coming to a boil now.
Now, we got to talk, because you really know what
Absolutely.
you're talking about. You've been cooking pretty much your entire life since high school.
I have.
What made you really decide you wanted to be a chef?
Well, I worked for Leanne Chin when I was in about 10th grade, and Leanne Chin was actually in the kitchen with me in Bloomington, and she was just an awesome lady, and I loved being exposed to new ingredients and new foods, and she actually recommended me going to chef school.
So she's really the one that started you on this course.
Absolutely.
Very
Yeah,
neat.
I worked for Leanne Chin and Byerly's when I was 16, and both those companies were really, really good, strong companies, and just taught me a lot.
Wow.
So you got to be pretty thankful to her for getting you
Yeah.
involved
I
with
really
that.
am. I really am. Absolutely.
look how thick
Yeah, look how
that
thick
is.
it's getting. So I mean, yeah, at Thanksgiving, I still have to make gravy every year for my mom, just because she struggles with this. Okay.
I've
You
noticed.
can come to my house too if you want to.
I would love to.
I've noticed about you, you're very meticulous. I mean, you can tell already by the way you like only one kind of bacon. I mean, what do you think that is about you that makes you so particular about everything you do in the kitchen?
Well, I mean, everything really has to have its place, and everything we touch is affected by what we do. So you really, I was taught to respect food, and it will respect you.
Oh, I
so
respect
treat
food.
things gingerly, and I be careful with it. We don't throw it or toss it.
You know
or
what,
we
food?
just, yeah, exactly.
You don't need to be fancy with the whole bam thing.
you.
No,
I
you really don't.
respect you so
I
much.
respect this chowder.
You're
okay?
great.
Absolutely.
You're
So-
great. Will
so
you respect me in a little bit, won't you?
this chowder is my friend. Okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like the
Awesome.
last second.
Yeah. We learned how to make friends earlier today. I'm just being myself.
Yes.
And now the chowder's my friend.
It's a
Absolutely.
magnet to you.
That's right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so now we're going to add our seafood.
Okay.
What do you got here?
Yeah.
I have fresh halibut from Alaska, Atlantic salmon, and Prince Edward Island mussels.
Wait, now, where do you go to get the seafood in town?
I like coastal seafoods.
I went there and had a great experience, because I don't know anything about seafood, and
Where's
they
that
walked
at?
me through it. On Grand.
It is
where
on
I
Grand.
went, right on
Yep,
Grand.
absolutely. And my other favorite spot is the Wedge Co-op.
Wedge
The
Co-op.
Wedge on Lindale in South Minneapolis.
Okay.
They have the biggest organic meat and fish department in the United States.
The Wedge.
The Wedge Co-op. It's
Oh,
the
that's-
best co-op in Minnesota, and they have beautiful, beautiful products. And they get it directly
Wow.
from the boats. They don't use any middleman.
The Wedge. Got
The
to
Wedge
remember that
Co-op.
one.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So we're going to add our seafood.
And
okay?
you want it to be boiling when you add it?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Got
Okay.
it.
So-
Now, is there any seafood you can do with this,
could.
or do you just like these three in particular?
No, I love these three just because of the different color. The shells with the salmon and the halibut has a little contrast. I love the mussels, obviously, and a little bit more
yeah.
upscale with the shellfish. But you can use anything. I mean, basically, this recipe is just a really good clam chowder. I mean, you could use canned clams instead of all the seafood,
Ooh.
and you have a great clam chowder.
And it really is the choppings, the part that's going to take you a little while. After that, it's really a dump and pour.
Exactly. And I make this Alaskan chowder at the restaurant about every other day.
Do
so
you? Is it pretty popular there?
it really is.
Yeah.
It
And how
really
do
is.
you know this is done then?
Well, When it comes to a boil, it'll be 160 degrees, and it needs about 6 or 8 minutes to simmer.
Okay.
And then the other thing too is salt and pepper. Everything, I mean, when I saute my mirepoix, you should add salt and pepper. When you add your liquid, salt and pepper.
So throughout the entire process.
Exactly. You're
Got
building flavor as you cook, you
Oh,
know?
okay.
And even the salt, I mean, it should be kosher salt. If anybody has that iodized salt with the little lady with the umbrella on
Yeah.
it, you should throw that away.
Why?
Okay?
Oh,
It's
no,
not
really?
good. Okay?
Why? I don't understand the problem with
actually, I got in a fight with my wife about this about a week ago on the couch, and I thought we were going to get divorced because she's from Cleveland.
Over salt.
And that salt is from Cleveland, and I'm like, I don't care if it's from Cleveland, it's not good. Apparently, we needed iodine in our diets at one point, so they use a lot of iodine in the salt, and we don't need that anymore. We get it from enough of other foods. Kosher salt tastes more like
Is it
pure salt.
more
So you were getting
expensive, though?
salty with your wife. Is that what was going on?
And that's actually a Cleveland term as well. you know?
Really? Is it more expensive though to go and
It
get
is
the
a little bit
kosher?
more expensive, but you use a lot less of it. If you use
Okay.
a finer salt, you can cut back actually in the quantity.
Great.
So that's key.
So
Absolutely.
some people get worried when you're dealing with fish that it's not going to be done, but you're saying 10 minutes at a boil,
Oh
done.
yeah, 6 or 8 minutes at a good simmer and you're cooked.
See, and I added 4 just to be on the safe side.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know. And the other thing about fish too, especially if it's off the grill or whatever, is just not to overcook it. That is key. It's just don't overcook it. It should be pink in the middle.
It should be.
Fish should be a little pink in the middle. It really should.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so once you're done with that, you're ready to serve.
Yeah, we are ready to serve, and we serve it like this at the restaurant with some grilled ciabatta bread and a fresh sprig of thyme.
And so I saw you can add corn. You can
You
just
sure
add
can.
different
Exactly.
kinds
I
of vegetables.
love fresh sweet corn. I just got it in today. You can use red potatoes. You can use fresh sweet corn. You can use frozen corn. You can any type of potato. I love thyme and dill. And then this is one of my other favorite things too that we can all do together.
Yeah?
Is you just take
Let's
the thyme
do it
sprig like
together.
this,
Yeah?
and you just take your thumb and forefinger and just push it right off the stems.
Okay.
And this, a little fresh herbs, really livens up the dish and doesn't make it feel so rich and creamy.
Oh, I
But-
think John's still making. He's having some fun with his
Matt,
new friend over there.
Give it a
Matt,
shot.
this is wonderful.
Give it a shot.
How does it
Absolutely.
taste? Is it good?
It's wonderful. Yes.
Wow, this comes
Absolutely.
from you.
Yeah,
like
you know
it?
what? I'm sold. I guess I like seafood soups. 'Cause The
Absolutely.
first time I had lobster bisque, I was a little afraid.
Yep.
Loved it. Loved this.
Lobster bisque is a beautiful
And
thing.
now, me and this thing, we got a totally good vibe going on. 'cause
Absolutely.
We're friends
You're
over
respecting
here.
it.
Perfect.
That's
I'm
fine.
respecting it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then another thing I want to say too, if you want a little healthier version, you could do the same recipe again and just use tomato products instead of all this heavy
The
whipping
cream.
cream.
So
exactly.
everything
Wow.
else but with tomato
Yeah,
products.
use canned diced tomatoes.
Oh, that's good to know.
Thank
Absolutely.
you so
Thank
much,
you
Matt.
very much, Matt.
I really
Thanks for having
recommend.
me on.
You sold them.
I
That's
appreciate
that's hard
it.
to do.
Thank you very much.
Totally. If you want to try a recipe, this is the one to try. You can try Matt's Alaskan chowder recipe in your kitchen. You head to KSTP.com, click on Twin Cities Live. We'll have the recipe there for you.
All right, coming up
The
next.
smells you got to make yourself.
You